In other news this morning, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention say 7 deaths across the nation can now be connected to using vapes.
This is caused with states like New York with their ban with their flavored to e-cigarettes entirely. Now, MTN's Cody Boyer was able to talk with the owner of a vape shop in Bozeman to hear what he thinks.
As an industry, we are pushing for tighter control measures.
Ron Marshall co-owns Freedom Vapes in Bozeman alongside his wife. For them, he says it started with looking for a solution.
I was a 32-year smoker, 2 packs a day, and the wife was 3 packs a day. She used it, and it was just like, boom. This will work.
According to the CDC, Montana was recently found to have 3.9% of its population using e-cigarettes to smoke and growing. And with their researchers looking into 380 other cases of lung illnesses in the U.S. associated with e-cigarettes, Marshall recognizes there is a problem. But to him, the real question isn't if you are vaping.
The question should be, what were you vaping?
To Marshall, it started with Juul.
Number one, they manipulate the nicotine with benzoic acid. What that does is it cuts the harshness of the hit of the nicotine down so that you can actually do more.
Then darker sources, counterfeit vapes, adding chemicals that Marshall says shouldn't be there.
We don't use oil, we use propylene glycol, vegetable glycerin, basically the same ingredients you'd find in an asthma inhaler. And you've got these guys who are taking THC oil and they're cutting it with the vitamin E acetate, which is an oil.
Others, including in the state of New York, say flavors make vaping more enticing to underage kids who might use the internet to buy vapes illegally. Marshall adds there's more to it than flavor.
Well, the last time I checked, most adults still like flavors. Unless you're on a steady diet of rice cakes and water, forget about it.
Marshall says his concerns lie in other statistics, like alcohol-related deaths and cigarette-related health issues.
We're in a business to basically eventually go out of business because your customers will all eventually say, well, I switched from smoking to vaping and I kept lowering my nicotine level down, and now I really don't need it anymore.
In Bozeman, Cody Boyer, MTN News.
Now, Marshall also agrees with other points, including the selling of vapes online. He says should be better controlled or removed as an option altogether.
Wow, it is quite the topic.
Definitely
right now.
The hottest topic out on social media in the world right now,
Certainly,
chatting about it.
Yeah.